What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the LGS. I don't know whether my microphone is close enough to my face. I'll tell you what, right? Let's compromise. Let's do that. Let me move it there. Am I gonna have mouse issues? No. I think I'm gonna be fine. Okay, so the first, it's not a question. It's here, baby. It's here, BBY actually. So yeah, thanks for that. It's D-Oats. Thanks for that, mate. Welcome to the LGS, people. I've got nothing specific to talk about, so let's hope the questions are good. A lot of people happy to see this back. I know it got absolutely nowhere near the amount of views it would have got if it was on the main channel, but as I said before, it's not really. I have a tanker. I wonder if I can I type in, can I like press T to talk? I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. There you go. That is a reference that I know Jevski's going to get. Will the rest of you get it? Let me know in the comment section. Oh, my brain works weird sometimes and works quick in certain situations, and then other times not so much. Anyway, so yeah, let's dive straight into this. Hello, just subbed to the new channel. Thank you, Mr. Chubby Cupcake. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, like I said in the last episode, if people show this a tank is boring, Hydra best. I've got no idea what a Hydra is, so let's just pretend that we know. And he doesn't get the reference, obviously. Otherwise, he would have made a Hans Gruber joke. But he's obviously 12. So anyway. Yeah, we'll continue doing this on this channel for as long as it gets 2 likes a video. Maybe not. I don't know how often they're going to be about, by the way. Like today now, it's Wednesday, right? It's 12:20 PM on a Wednesday, which is enough time for me to sit down and record this for, say, half an hour to an hour, because I'm literally waiting for 3 o'clock. As soon as the team of the week is announced, I can start doing graphics and stuff and just preparing for 6 o'clock. And then when 6 o'clock comes, I can get the cards, I can start reviewing, and then by about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I can get the first review out. So that tends to be what happens on a Wednesday. But because I'm waiting until 3 o'clock, I kind of have until I wake up until 3 o'clock to do whatever I want. So I do have squad battles to play on the Road to Glory account. I've completely neglected that this week due to time, really, but I'm going to just record an LGS instead. I'm going to take some time out for the core, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Mr. Chubby Cupcake has asked a classic question. My microphone is slipping. Oh no, oh no, my pop filter. If you can, oh my god, this is, stop, just stop, just fucking stop. Right. Hello? Hello. There you go. So, what was I saying? Mr. Chubby Cupcake has asked a classic question, which I'm not sure whether you guys are going to be happy for me to go over and over and over the questions that I answer time and time again. Now, I know that not all of you have been here for months, years, weeks, days, etc. You know, I know a lot of you don't know backstory on certain things. A lot of you haven't heard certain stories, and I would highly recommend, although it would take you a long freaking time, to possibly go back and watch some of the older LGSs if you are really that keen on knowing more. But I will answer for this episode. I will answer all the questions that are relevant. Even if I've answered them before, but just for future reference, if someone could let me know, one of the OGs who have watched since the beginning would let me know in the comment section whether you guys mind me going over it. Maybe if I go over it very quickly. I'll try and go over this one as quick as I can. He says, why did you start YouTube? It's the question that I get more often than not from people who haven't been watching me that long. And it's one that I answer very, very honestly. And I started YouTube purely to make money. Don't get me wrong, I love playing video games, and I would definitely be playing video games if I wasn't doing it for a job. But it's going to be weird now. If anybody has just come in from any random place, doesn't know I have got a main channel, people are going to be like, mate, you've got like 100 subscribers and you get like 12 views. you ain't making a living off this. And you're right, I don't. Not off this channel. This is a non-profit organisation. I started YouTube for money. I started back in like 2008, 2009. I used to do like really crappy vlogs and skits and shit like that. It was awful. It was really, really bad. And I was seeing all these people like Shane Dawson and Michael Buckley and Shay Carl and Shay Taz and all those people making money from it. And I thought, wow, I need to get me a slice of that pie, yo. And I tried my best to get a slice of the pie, but unfortunately I soon found out it was a lot more work than I had anticipated. I thought they'd literally just sat there with a camera, turned it on, and started making money, when apparently, I don't think I've ever been down here before, apparently you don't do that. Apparently you have to put something called effort in. I don't know. But anyway, I discovered gaming videos. Well, I discovered that you could make money from gaming videos. Piss off, Dom. Oh, he wants to fight. Oh, okay. I forgot how to... Hang on. I don't want to die, but I kind of want to... Oh, I got an idea. I think I know where it is. Right, okay, go on. There you go. Go on, have another go. Try and hit me. Mate, you're weak. I remember what it is now. I used to love doing that on Grand Theft Auto 4. I used to go to the island where it was pretty much impossible to get killed by the police, because the police couldn't actually make it to the island. So all they kept doing was sending over helicopters, and you could easily shoot the helicopter down. But I would just stay on the island all day and pick fights with people. Hello, derelict house. I'm pretty sure you have to come here for a mission of some sort. Well, in the last episode, I said, look how awesome the graphics look, and I realised I rendered it on such a low quality that, yeah, there was absolutely no way you guys were going to see it in good quality. So I do apologise. If this is in terrible quality, it's because I'm trying to save time on the render, so I'm trying to render it in the lowest quality possible to still make it, you know, like watchable, I guess. But it's time. It takes ages to render a 20-minute video. So if I'm rendering an hour-long video, well, hopefully you can understand. So yeah, I discovered that gaming YouTubers were making money. And did a lot of research on how to do it and how to make money from it. You know, you need a network and all that good stuff. And then I went out and bought Dazzle, which was the equivalent of an Elgato back then. That's what you needed. If you don't know what a Dazzle is, you are not an OG FIFA YouTuber. No, just a gaming YouTuber. Full stop. But I am in dire straits with this. I really should not have gone where I went. I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm doing it. But yeah, I went out and bought Dazzle, started doing some really bad FIFA 12 videos. I mean, to be fair, I think my first ever FIFA video that is still on this channel. I think the first one I ever made is actually not on this channel anymore. No, it is. The first video I ever made on FIFA is on this channel. It's on FIFA 12. Career mode as Cardiff. I don't speak in it at all. I just show you the whole game and that's it. That is recorded on the PC. My first ever FIFA gameplay video is PC gameplay, which is mad to me because that is obviously what I record on now. And I went from PC to, oh my god, this is just AIDS. I feel sick. Actually feel sick. Break, mate, break. There you go. Let's just go along the foothills of Mount Tipidabo. So yeah, the long and short of it was, discovered how to do it, managed to record it, realised it made money, decided I want more money, kept going, kept plugging away, never let myself get deterred. A lot of people, even today, will still try and put me down, and will still try and probably get me to stop, I guess, is what they're trying to do. Is this where the Hollywood sign is, or the Vinewood sign? People are still trying to put me down and get me to stop doing what I'm doing, and people will set out attacks on me on Twitter and things. They're not like malicious necessarily, but they are at the same time. They mean ill will toward me. They're not really like all out blazing war, but I've had it last week, last Sunday or Monday just gone. The Sunday or Monday just gone. I had another YouTuber come at me for releasing my Team of the Week predictions on a Sunday night, which, to be fair, right, yes, releasing it on Sunday night is not ideal because you are in a rush after the games on a Sunday to release that video. And as a result, this week, just gone, I missed Bas Dost because the game was still underway as I released the video. So in a way, the criticism is warranted. Do not fall back down that hill, you mug. Oh my god, if you do, I'm going to cry. Oh my god, begin crying, begin crying. Stop it, stop it, stop it. This, I hate it when I do this. Like, there's a road down there. I could easily just go there, but I want to try and get to the top because we've come this far. So let's go for it, right? So yeah, there is a massive disadvantage with uploading it on Sunday because I'm going to miss certain things. But I've put it in the comment section, you know. I put it, I was going to zoom up and over there as well. I'm glad I didn't. I put it in the comment section of the video, you know, an addition. I missed this player because I'm rubbish. And I missed another player, which actually was no relevance to uploading it on Sunday. I would have missed it if I'd uploaded it on Monday, Tuesday, or even after the Team of the Week had gone up, because I didn't look at that league past the game on Sunday morning. Even though I did research Sunday evening, I completely forgot to look back at the league again. But that was nothing to do with the fact that I uploaded it on Sunday. Either way, by the by, the reason I upload my Team of the Week predictions Sunday night is for the view count. The views on that video compared to the views that these two people criticising me. Two YouTubers, one of them massive, really. I mean, okay, not massive, because he's just under my sub count, literally just under. And it's, you know, I'm not massive, so, you know what I mean? Yeah, but they both attacked me for it in a way. He put, just watched at TVM Reviews' video, blah, 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 rather than just going at TVM Reviews, hey, just watched your video, wondered why you didn't put Bas Dost in it. It was a personal attack. It was an attempt to, I don't know, either annoy me or to laugh at me. I don't quite understand it, but either way, I always get pulled back and people. I don't know why. I'm not really liked within the community. I have absolutely no idea why. I've always tried to be nice to everyone I've ever spoken to. I've never been a dick to anyone. So I don't get it personally. Yes, it's back, baby. Did you check out the new David Fincher series, Mindhunter? It's pretty good. No, I've never even heard of it, mate, so I do apologise. What is your favourite wing sauce? Probably going to go with Frankie's hot sauce from Domino's. Oh my god, my car's going to blow up. I've done this on purpose, by the way. I just want to get back to the road and back to civilization. This is just depressing. Yeah, make those car doors fling off. Yep, that's it. That's it. Good job. Good job. Yep, brilliant. Look at the state of this car. I like driving around normally in a car that looks respectable. I might go nick one because that is just... I mean, imagine you saw that coming over the hill. What's that coming over the hill? Wow. I mean, it's not that badly damaged. I've got a lot of armour on it, so that's probably why. I want your car. No, no, I don't want to crash into it, though. I used to have that car on my my X. I still have it. Xbox account, I think it's yellow now. No, I want that car. Never mind, forget it. I used to have this car as well, I'm pretty sure. Get out. No, I don't like the back on this one. Sorry, mate, but I do like your car. Does he want to fight? He does want to fight. Come on then, put up your dukes, Homer. You're weak, mate. You're weak. Go on, have another go. I'll give you one more shot. Oh. Go on. They need to do boxing in this. They need to bring out boxing. Like, if I could go and train my guy up to be stronger and better at maybe steal the most vehicles. Oh, I've stolen one completely coincidentally because I didn't even know that was going. Yeah, they should let you like go and train up your guy, get bigger muscles, go to the gym, do sparring with people, and actually put like an underground boxing scene in it. I would love that. Maybe nothing too, you know, complicated or anything, but it would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I reckon it would be fun. I would enjoy myself greatly. When is the 27 sub special coming? It's coming soon, mate. It really is. I do apologise. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. I've abandoned it. I should have answered this question. Because we've switched channels on the LGS, and the LGS is a running joke for the 27k sub special, we'll now have to wait until this channel gets to 27,000 subscribers, and then we'll do the 27 sub special. If you guys are unaware what he's talking about, by the way, is because my channel for about a year was on 28,000 subscribers, and then I kept losing subscribers daily for about, I don't know, 10 months. Maybe not quite that long. Maybe it was more like 6 months. But still, we were losing subs badly, losing sort of 10, 20, 30 a day, which maybe doesn't sound that bad, but when you add it up over 6 months, you lose over 1,000 subscribers easy. And we went from 28,000 subscribers, nearly touching 29,000, to 27,000 subscribers. And actually, I don't think we did. Did we actually dip down? We didn't dip down, did we? We went to like 28,100, I think it was, and then, or 28,006 or something like that. And then I turned it around, and I never say die. That's my curse and my probably my most distinctive feature. I would say that one of my standout qualities is that I don't know when to quit, and one of my negative qualities is that I don't know when to quit. So with this YouTube channel, for instance, most people would have jacked it in by now, because like as I say, for 6 months or so, I was losing subscribers. I wasn't doing very well. The views just weren't there, and I was living off Twitch at the time. So most people would have just jacked YouTube in full stop. But I just didn't want to let it die, despite the fact that it was dying before my eyes. I was getting like 200 views a video. I was losing 20, 30, 40 subs a day. In some cases it was up to 40, in some cases it was like 10 or 7 or whatever. But either way, I was losing loads of subs. And I'm going to say goodbye to this car now, even though I love this car. It's very quick, it's very nimble. Oh, we're up and over. Landed. Saved it. Excellent. Good job. Good job. So, yeah. I didn't know when to give up, and I'm quite happy with that. I'm really, really pleased with myself, actually, because now I would say, apart from Marshall, I am the, not top reviewer with regards to quality, but where are the Jets, man? Where are the Jets? Are you drunk? Oh, fuck. Have you noticed as well, I can't see anyone, there's no, like, army people. I can literally just cruise around here. Oh, now they... Oh, okay, there they are. There they are. The event just finished. I'm guessing all the police were out. Oh, great. I'm screwed. I am screwed. Mate. Survive, mate. Survive, survive, survive. The Jets have just spawned in. I don't know what was going on. Maybe the bit of lag on the server or something. I really don't get it. But either way, we can now make our... Come on. I'm not going to get out of here because of that. Yeah, I'm going to get shot off. Yeah, I mean, that's the game's fault. That's nothing to do with me. That is some EA bullshit right there. So, I don't even know what I was saying, but either way, let's just move on. I know I was saying something fairly important, wasn't I? When I scroll up, I scroll through my guns, apparently. I'm just trying to scroll up to read questions. Opinions on Keemstar. I don't really have opinions. I watch Drama Alert, even though I couldn't give two shits about the beef that goes down half the time. I still watch it. I don't know, he's fairly entertaining. That song he made is not, though. What was I talking about? Yeah, I would say not in terms of quality of reviews, but with regards to the amount of content that I pump out. No, don't do it. The amount of content that I get out and the view count. I would say that I am the #1, apart from Marshall, reviewer of players on FIFA 18 on YouTube. That's not like me saying, oh hey, I'm the best reviewer out there. I'm just saying with regards to numbers, apart from Marshall, who, by the way, even though Marshall does do player reviews, he doesn't do them on the lower players. He'll only do the big names or the OP names, and then he has other series running alongside all of those. And even though I think he's still probably known for player reviews, I'd still know him as now like a... I don't know, he gets top 100, right? And he's in Fatal and things like this. I don't know, I don't necessarily see him as my competition because he's so far ahead to the point where I'll never be on that level. I feel like, I just don't feel like he's really in my league. Like, I'm not in his league, you know? Do you know what I mean? I've got close competitors for sure, but I don't think he's one of them. And that's why I don't really count him in the reviewing sort of stakes. So I would say that I am probably top of the field when it comes to that stuff. Maybe that's why I'm not liked by people, because I've sort of come along. Other people have been doing it for a while. I've come along. I've been doing it for over a year now, but and I've sort of taken away their thunder and stuff. I am seeing, by the way, a lot more play reviews this year than I did ever before. Like, I started in FIFA 16 doing play reviews. They weren't necessarily anywhere near as good as they are now. And I'm not saying they're good now, but you know what I mean. They're much better now than what they were in FIFA 16. And I didn't do many of them in 16 because I sort of caught it at the tail end. Record Breaker Buffon was the first one I think I ever did. Yeah, that because I packed him. I thought, why not? I'll review him because he's a big name. Thinking the big names were the ones that actually got you the views, when actually it's the little dudes for some reason. But either way, yeah, I've been working at it a long time, but I feel like there are a lot of angry people in the community that I've sort of taken their thunder. But you know, you should stay on the ball, shouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Like people, the people who are sort of calling me out and things like that over Team of the Week predictions and stuff like that. And there's another guy who does play reviews who doesn't like me. He's got me blocked on Twitter. I've got no idea why. I've never even spoken to him as far as I'm aware. I don't even know. I haven't done anything. But again, he's got me blocked because I think he's been doing player reviews longer than I have. And I'm obviously, you know, I'm gaining more subs than he is. I'm getting more views than he is. But it's because of the grind. I do like 2 or 3 of them a day, and he does like 1 every other day. And that's the reason. It's the only reason. It's not quality or anything. It's quantity in that case. But, you know, there we are. The Walking Dead is back Monday. Can't wait to wait a whole season for... See, I'm the wrong person for you to really criticise The Walking Dead to, because in my eyes the show cannot do any wrong. But I'll continue. Can't wait for the whole season for something to happen, only for nothing to happen, and then have it all revert to the same place was at the start of the season again. Completely agree with you, but you're a dick, Jevsky, and I don't like you anymore. Basically, the Walking Dead came back. There's not going to be any spoilers here necessarily, although I am going to mention one thing that happened. So if you don't want to hear about it, then just don't listen for like 30 seconds. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to wait for the police to piss off so I can go maybe get a helicopter and then crash it and then get a car. And that's what we do. Is we don't do anything worthwhile. Anyone feel sick yet? Anyone feel sick yet? I know I do. So yeah, the episode started very frantically. It was almost like we were sort of at a mid-season finale, and I was like, okay, this is cool, but how are they going to do this? And he had an opportunity to end it all, Rick, and for some reason unable to hit a shot from about 30 meters or 20 meters, where Daryl was driving around on a motorbike with a pistol, shooting targets that were half the size of Negan, moving at like 30-40 mile an hour. I don't really understand the logic there, and surely people with that much intelligence to be able to make a TV show of that success know that you can't seriously put that on TV and expect people not to criticize how bad his aim was. When it comes to zombies, they never miss headshots. You never see Rick walk up like past someone and bang, and he misses them. You never see that ever. But when it's someone they really need to kill, yeah, that was frustrating. But again, I won't bash it because it's The Walking Dead and it's the best TV show on TV right now. And a lot of people will go, no, it's not. And I'll go, yeah, you're right, it might not be, but it's my opinion, so suck my dick. Best films or TV stuff since you've seen since the last LGS. Do you know what, right? I don't even know what I've seen since the last LGS. Very difficult to remember what came out when and what I watched when. I watched Annabelle 2 the other day. That was okay. It could have been better, that Annabelle 2. I'm a little bit disappointed with it, actually, because it... the first one was very good. The first Annabelle was sensational. And I'm a massive horror fan, by the way. I love horror films. The first Annabelle film was really good. And obviously I love the Conjuring series, which is what it derives from. That was such a good landing, by the way. I'm really proud of that landing. Yeah, it was a decent film, but the Conjuring is so good in comparison. And obviously they're making this Nun film now, which is set to be even better than Annabelle. I feel like they tied it in well. They brought it back really well. I actually really enjoyed the way that they tied it back round to the Conjuring. But apart from that, I wasn't that impressed with it at all. Really frustrating at times. It's almost like The Walking Dead in a sense. Like, they had opportunity after opportunity to kill said thing or do something, and they just didn't do it. And it was really, really annoying. And some people were like, oh yeah, I don't believe you, even though they've just seen something move across the room without no one touching it. I was like, no, I don't believe it. It's just a coincidence. What? Are you drunk? No, come on. You'd be proper like, what the fuck was that? Why are you breaking the glass? Mayweather, mate. Seriously. Or Merryweather. What is it? Fuck the Mayweathers. Enjoy Florida. Wouldn't it be funny if EA brought in something crazy like price ranges on the foot market while you were away? Lol, crazy. If you don't know what he was referring to there, and you're probably thinking to yourself, actually, price ranges already exist. Basically, I went, every time I go on holiday, every single time I take a holiday, which isn't that often to be fair, but the last 2 times I've taken a holiday, something quite significant has happened with regards to either YouTube or with regards to FIFA. Yeah, great. With regards to either FIFA, like FIFA have done something, or YouTube do something. So the last time, what was the last time? The first time I went away to France, I went to Disney for a week. Enjoyed myself. I'm in a shopping centre, like it's called Val de Europe, and I've been there loads now, but it was my first time there, and it's absolutely effing massive. This place has got its own sea life centre. It's such a big shopping centre. It's crazy big. Anyway, I'm walking around shopping, having a fairly decent time, struggling with the language, and French people seem to be very ignorant towards the English language for some reason. That's for a different conversation, though. So, yeah, language barriers becoming a bit of a pain, but apart from that, yeah, I'm kind of alright with it. We're about to get the bus back to the hotel, drop off some stuff, and go into Disney. So I'm sitting there waiting for a bus. Check my phone. I can't believe EA have done this. What the hell are EA doing? Oh my god, this is going to ruin the game. Oh, rip coin sellers, rip coin buyers, rip coin promoting, rip the coin dream. I'm like, what is going on? The more I read into it, the more I don't like it. Basically, as you all know, FIFA 15, around the, what was it, April time, EA decided to bring in something called price ranges. The reason people were bringing in, the EA were bringing in price ranges, is because they wanted to get rid of coin sellers and coin buyers and farmers and things. And obviously it worked to a certain extent, but it meant that my coin sponsor, which was my more or less sole income at the time, because YouTube views were not doing very well at all, but because they were like, I don't know, 10, 12, maybe even 20 odd people who were buying coins regularly, and you could buy them in bulk. You could buy like 500-600k at a time and just not get caught for it, because there was no way that EA were going to catch you or even cared about catching you. So people were spending copious amounts of money on coins, and when this happened, the coin sellers and the coin sites and everything just went to complete shit. A lot of them closed down. A lot of them couldn't recover from it. Luckily, FIFA managed to recover, but nowhere near the amount of money being made there, because obviously people were finding it very difficult to buy them. I still to this day will say that I came up with a solution to FIFA's problem. I can't speak for any other site. Maybe people took... I think people took... lead from FIFA, because FIFA were the first site that, to my knowledge, to get back up and selling again, and I gave them the suggestion to do so, and it was the contract method. It was the, list a contract up for a certain price and then buy it, and then do that 10 times and you've made your money kind of thing, because contracts were costing like 200 coins. Someone could easily buy sort of 10 contracts, cost them 2,000 coins, and then they could sell them and make XX amount of money back off it with buying and selling. And that's how they did it for a while, and all the other sites took it on board until people started working out the price ranges, and it didn't work till FIFA 16. But either way, that was a massive problem for me, a huge problem. Most recently when I went away, I think I don't know what happened there. YouTube changed something or other about their policy. It might have been the demonetization stuff. I can't really remember what happened. But something happened. Is every time I go away, and now I'm going to have a bit of trouble, because I'm going to die, right? Because I'm going to land this in the military airspace. I'm going to go over the top. I'm going to land this bad boy. We're going to not get ourselves a jet, and it's all going to be gravy. I'm going to have 4 police after me. Okay, ready, and land. Oh, no, land. Jump. Just dive. Okay, I'm miles away from where I need to be. Anything? No. Okay, here we go. This is going to be it. Yeah, okay, my ability is there. He's still alive, apparently. Mate, just die. Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I blame the landing gear. I blame the landing gear on the plane. It didn't help me. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything. Thoughts on FIFA 18 as a whole? Do you think it has improved for a lot from FIFA 17? Yes. A lot of people hate FIFA 18, and I genuinely think it's because they're crap at the game. Honestly, if you're conceding 5, 6, 7 goals a game, it's not the game's fault. You can't defend, and you need to learn. And I learned, and I hated the game when I didn't know how to play it. And you can go and see this in Road to Glories. You can see it in... don't want you. You can see it in Road to Glories. You could have seen it on streams. Ah! What are you doing? Women should not be driving cars that look like that. Get out. Get out. Sit on the floor and think about what you've done. You naughty, naughty female. Let's drive. I can't calm my ass for automobiles anymore. So yeah, I reckon that if you're bad at FIFA or not enjoying it because you're losing too many games, it's because you are not good at the game and you need to get better. And the way that you get better is that you either just continue to play more games, or you need to watch tutorial videos. I watched OV religiously. OVVY. People keep asking me. Go search it up. Just type in OVVY on YouTube, OVVY, and watch some of his tutorial videos. You will learn an awful lot. You'll learn a specific style of FIFA that maybe you don't want to play, but you'll learn enough that you can then start playing the way that he tells you to play and then adapt the game to your own play style. And it works tremendously. I used to play a decent possession game, but it wasn't really that good. I would try, like FIFA 17, my playstyle was to soak up pressure, defend, soak up pressure, hit on the counter. I tried to adopt that in FIFA 18 early on, and it doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is because defending is very, very difficult. It's not impossible, it's just difficult to master. I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there. But if I was to try and play the soak up pressure and then hit on the counter technique now, it wouldn't work because my defending isn't good enough. So I needed to adapt. Nice one, mate. Good indicating. I needed to adapt a different play style, and OV basically taught me how to play the tiki-taka, and that's how I play football now. I have 60% possession. I would say 9 times out of 10 in a game, I'll have 60% possession at the end and 90% pass accuracy, and I probably won't concede more than, say, 2 goals maximum. And those, I mean, not all the time, but those tend to be long shots. When my opponent gets frustrated, he just sort of smashes one from distance, and I need a better goalkeeper because I tend to concede at them an awful lot. Or it's a lapse in concentration, and I completely cock up in the defence, and they get through, and now I've just let our car go because you couldn't get out the right side, or the left side rather. Nice one. Nice one. I'm going to go through a red light. That kind of guy. I want your car. Your car looks like a car that I want. So I want you to get out of it, old man. Again, it's a car that you really shouldn't be driving at your age, you know what I mean? The insurance premium on this for your age range is probably ridiculous. I've done you a favour, really, I have. So I think it's a good game, and I think that if you're not good at it, or you concede a lot of goals and you think the game is bullshit, it's not. You just need to get better. Don't get me wrong, there's still bugs. The deflections, the rebounds, the really crappy little things like that, they're really frustrating, but it's things that I can overlook for now. They've brought out another patch as well, which hopefully will fix a couple of things. People doing low-driven passes when they're not even facing the player they're passing to. It really frustrates me that the skill gap with passing isn't bigger, and now that it does seem to have gone a little bit bigger. So hopefully that fixes a lot of people running away from where they want to pass and then just sort of doing a completely 360, a 180, turning round and sort of smashing the ball straight to the guy that they've been running away from. So hopefully that's been fixed. Have I seen the series The 100? No, I've never even heard of it. Do you still need the views as much as you did in the previous house, like when you were getting 300 views or so? I need views now more than ever. Like when I was living there, the rent was split 3 or 4 ways, depending on who was there at the time. So that is a case of now the rent is now split 2 ways, and the rent is more. So I need to make, well, the rent is not more, but it's more because it's split 2 ways. The rent as a whole is actually less, but because it's only split 2 ways, not 4 ways, it's it's a lot more rent to take on. My water bill came through yesterday, and I had to pay 50 quid just to have water. And it's things you don't really take into consideration when everything is split 4 ways. You don't really think about it. But when, and especially when you live with your parents, you don't think about it at all. Oh, no, I'll worry about that when it comes to it. But it's like you don't even consider taking like water into consideration. You think, oh, utility bills, I'll have to pay gas, electric and rent. But then food bill. Our food bill yesterday, right? I mean, granted, we actually went out and bought a little bit of Christmas stuff just so that it's there ready in the cupboards and things. But we went out and bought a lot of food, and we spent £116 on shopping. That might not sound like much, but there's only 2 people living in this house, and we only bought a few Christmas things, and we actually got 20% discount on that because it originally came to like 140 something. So yeah, we spent nearly 150 quid on a food shop. We didn't buy any electrical items, any clothing, anything. It was all food and things like shampoo and all that shit. So yeah, there's things you don't really take into consideration when you move out. Like if you think I'm going to get a job and move out when you're like 18, 19, think again. You won't be able to afford it unless someone gives you a job as a lawyer without doing any of the qualifications. Absolute nightmare of a thing. Life is expensive, life is very expensive. Your parents don't think about this when they decide to have you, do they? They're like, oh, let's have a kid because it'll be good. We want kids, let's have a kid. And then they have one, and then it's like, oh, by the way, you've now got to do everything for yourself. We'll help you out a little bit in the first few years, but then as time goes on, you've now got to go out and you've got to do all the work. They don't take that in consideration. I think a parent, if they have a kid, if I want £500, my dad or my mum should give it to me because it was their choice to have me. I didn't want to be here, so I didn't ask to be here, so they should pay my way in this world. I'm joking, of course, but how cool would that be? Thoughts on PSG with Neymar, Cavani and Mbappe? Will it only be a matter of time until the results drop down, or do you think they can win the Champions League in a few years? No, I don't think they'll win the Champions League. Reason being, I don't think all 3 of those will still be there soon. I think this whole Neymar thing is on a wafer thin ice. Him and Cavani don't get along. Mbappe's doing his own thing. I don't really think that it's going to be around that long. I think Cavani will leave. I think Mbappe will get snapped up by Madrid or something if he continues to play well. Neymar will probably still be there, and then PSG will start signing some really old rejects to sort of go alongside Neymar, because Neymar wants to be the centre of attention, doesn't he? And unfortunately, when he joined, he was the centre of attention for like 12 minutes, and then Cavani's been outscoring him, so he's not actually the centre of attention. The meme is that he's gone straight from Messi's shadow to Cavani's shadow, and at the moment I would completely agree with that, so it's going to be interesting to see. And plus, he's not the wonder kid there, is he? Mbappe is the wonder kid at PSG. He was the wonder kid at Barcelona. Suarez and Messi were getting most of the plaudits, but Neymar was the, or in the next few years, Neymar's going to be the Ballon d'Or winner. I don't think he will. I would find it very difficult to see him ever winning a Ballon d'Or, to be honest. Yes, it's a popularity contest, but there's people like Lewandowski, and people like Mbappe coming through, and other players that will probably end up at teams like Madrid soon. Asensio is going to be one that bursts through the ranks. I feel like now that he's gone to PSG, he's kind of shot himself in the foot when it comes to things like the Ballon d'Or. And I think that winning the Champions League is something that's a far cry from PSG's ability. My favourite YouTuber at the moment, I'd probably say either Nepenthes, because it's not just because he helps me out and I'm sucking his dick or anything, but he's probably the only, apart from Fuji, he's the only FIFA YouTuber that I actually watch. I don't watch anyone else. I've subscribed to a few apart from Ovi for tutorials, but now that he's sort of given me a grasp of the game, I don't really need to watch Ovi anymore, but I'm still subscribed to him nonetheless. But I've subscribed to a few smaller YouTubers recently, you know, ones with sort of 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers. Not because I'm doing my bit for charity or anything, but I'm interested. I want to help some people with regards to views and maybe give them advice on what I've learned and things like that. And I'm watching a few of them, and a lot of them, to be fair, are career mode, so I can't really give that much advice because I don't really know an awful lot about it. But I've just been watching them for the pure fact that they're entertaining. One of them isn't actually that far away from my sub count anyway. He's got about 30,000 or so subscribers. His name's Cutsy. A lot of you might know about him. He does a Lincoln City like career mode, and I think he's been slacking the last couple of days. He released one yesterday, but I don't think he released one for a few days before that. But either way, he balances a job with YouTube, and I can more than understand how difficult that is to do because I've done it myself. And credit to him for uploading as often as he does. And it's a good series as well. It's actually the only series I've ever seen on YouTube with regards to FIFA where they make their own chants. It's like a full regen. I'm not going to give it away completely, but it's a full regen career mode, right? All of the players are regens, and they're all really bad, and obviously he's trying to build them up and trying to get them good, and a lot of them have got like 90+ potential and things, but he makes like a community out of it. Obviously wears the Lincoln shirt when he does the career mode, makes chants for the players, gets the fans involved. He's got Patreons or patrons, and they get to customize each player if they're a patron and things like that. It's a really, really cool idea that he's got over there. Like actually, he can speak English. He's actually made like chants for these players with music over the background, released them as individual videos. Really, really clever. I mean, don't get me wrong, he can't sing for love nor money, and I think he'd more than happily admit that. But they are really catchy. I find myself walking around the house sometimes talking about some of the players, like singing, doing a few of the chants, and I'm like, why? What? Hang on, whoa! I stopped myself. I'm like, what are you doing, you knob? No, yeah, I've been watching a few of those. But I would say that Nepenthez is probably up the #1. And especially for streams as well, he's pretty much the only person I'll watch stream, apart from Shaki, who does Rust. And Fuji. I've been watching Fuji's Road to Glory lately. Reason is because obviously Bateson will spam it to the point where it's not, in my opinion, and for what my tastes are, I don't enjoy watching Bateson's Road to Glory because he has too much time to play the game. I'm not criticising him, of course. I don't expect him to play or try and play sort of the whole weekend league and squad battles in a set amount of time, or I don't expect him to not play squad battles or not play foot champs. I feel like what normal person, and he's not saying that this is a normal person's Road to Glory, but what normal person has that much time? Sweet baby Jesus, I would be dead. What normal person has that much time to pump into a Road to Glory? He has got an unrealistic level of coins and players in that club that compared to what a normal average Joe working a 9-to-5 job or going to school would have. And it's kind of the same for Nepenthez at the same time, because he does his Draft to Glory on the same account. I'm not sure if Bateson does, but I don't know. I can relate to Nepenthez a bit more than what I can to Bateson for whatever reason. I think me and Nepenthez are very similar in the way that we look at life. So I think that's probably why. But no, Fuji is a little bit different as well. He doesn't really do an awful lot of squad battles, or he hasn't done so far. And he basically just focuses on season matches, and he tests out teams, and he plays very, very, very similar football to myself. So I'm actually watching it right now to try and see where I'm going wrong with my attack. I'm actually looking at his Road to Glory videos for advice, essentially, on how to attack, because he scores some really nice goals, and he's very, very good at what he does. And there's evidence right there, actually, of someone who didn't give up, because a few years ago, he was in exactly the same situation as me. He was in a situation where he wasn't gaining subscribers, he was actually stagnating, and in fact across a few weeks he was losing them and wasn't getting really anywhere with it. And I'm really surprised he managed to keep it going for as long as he did, because his view count went really low, and I didn't think he streamed or anything like that. But he is someone who started doing player reviews, started getting the views up there, and then discovered he was actually very good at FIFA when Foot Champs came out, and he could finish top 100, and now his Road to Glory is one of the most entertaining Road to Glories to watch on YouTube. So there we are. Good job to him. I've been subscribed to him since about 30-something thousand subscribers, maybe even less. since he had that amount, I mean. And no, good on him. It's good to see someone like that who's struggled for as long as they've struggled to actually turn it around and do well. You know, and that's how you act towards other people. By the way, just a quick little note for people. I don't know how long I've been recording this. Probably a long time, right? Is God real? Oh God. How do you subscribe to my Twitch? If you can follow me on Twitch, the link is in the description. If you want to subscribe, it's $4.99 a month, and then you get entered into giveaways and you get emotes and things like that. What games am I looking forward to playing? Mine's Assassin's Creed Origins. I have absolutely no desire whatsoever to play Assassin's Creed Origins. I need to alt-tab out. Yeah, I've got no... Oh my god, I've been recording for nearly an hour, and I've got like through 2 questions. Mental. This is gonna be a long one. So yeah, I've got what was I saying? I've got no desire to play Assassin's Creed. Red Dead and Call of Duty are probably the only 2 games I'm even remotely looking forward to. Football Manager as well, but again, I don't know. The hype just isn't there for me for this Football Manager. I'm not quite sure why. Hopefully it'll come around again soon. What's your opinion on people who believe in him, and what's the IQ of the average Jehovah's Witness? To be fair, I mean, I'm more than happy to bash Jehovah's Witnesses. They piss me off because they walk to your house and try and force feed you information you do not want. If I want to know about God or whatever you believe in, I will Google it, mate, and I will find out that way. I don't want you coming to my door and telling me about God. I don't come to your door and tell you why God doesn't exist, do I? No. So piss off and leave me alone. So my opinion on God is quite simple, really. How did you come up with Park Life Albion? Any memorable moments playing for Park Life Albion? Oops, did I reveal that I actually know where the name came from? Yeah. I can see a lot of people like Amir and Jevsky asking questions that they already know the answers to, just to spark up a bit of conversation. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip over a few of them, because this is going to be a very, very long episode. I'm not too bothered about uploading a 3-hour video. What I'm bothered about is rendering a 3-hour video. So I'm going to skip over that question. If you really want to know the answer, ask it again for the next LGS. Walter White versus Hank from Malcolm in the Middle in tennis. Who wins? I did never watch Malcolm in the Middle, so I'm going to go with Walter White, even though he's dead. Spoiler alert. Okay, I don't understand what Amir's questions are all about half the time, so I'm just going to leave that one alone. Are you familiar with the work of Dai Ling Ping? I am, yeah. Does he still do videos? I don't think he does. He was big back in the day. What do you make of squad battles ultimate difficulty, making players 99? I'm pretty sure they do that on Legendary as well. If you come up against a bronze team and you've got it on Legendary, they make them 95 rated or 90 rated or something. I think that's bullshit. I think, yes, tone up the sliders a little bit, make it harder to play against, but don't make the players 99. Then that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It doesn't. It's bullshit, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's such frustrating. I feel really bad for that question. Oh dear. I'll get to that in a second. Did you watch Life on Mars? Yes, I did. Absolutely sensational series, and I wouldn't mind if they revisited that at a later date for whatever reason. Life on Mercury or something, I don't know. Will you watch Rick and Morty? I'll tell you what, right? When I first heard about it, I didn't really know what it was. It just looked like a sort of, adult cartoon kind of thing, right? And I didn't really have any desire to watch it. I'm not really that bothered. I saw a little advert for it on TV the other day, and I found it hilarious. Something to do with a little robot. I've got no idea. I've known nothing about Rick and Morty at all. I've got no idea what it's about. I don't know anything about it whatsoever. And he was the main guy, whoever that may be. People are scratching their eyes out listening to this. And there was a little robot on the table, and he was asking the guy whether he had a grand purpose, and he said, "No, I made you purely to get me toast," or something. I can't remember exactly, but I don't know what it was. It made me laugh, and I wouldn't mind, actually. I might consider watching it in the future. I think I'm going to leave it a little bit longer though, until I've got more time, because there's quite a few things on TV right now that I actually don't want to go in here. Sorry mate, I'll just do a little U-turn. Let me out. Or not. Yeah, there's a few things on TV right now that I'm actually working my way through, so it's quite difficult. Like The Walking Dead has just come back. Obviously, I've got to watch that once a week. Red Dwarf is back. Been watching that. Porridge is on BBC One as well. I've been watching that. Really want to get into Zapped with James Buckley. You know, Jay from In-Betweeners. That looks like a really good show. But again, I haven't started watching that. But that's probably that's above Rick and Morty for me to want to watch. I'll eventually get around to it. I'm going to be one of those like Breaking Bad. I didn't watch Breaking Bad until like the end of season 5, I think. And I binge watched it to catch up, even though I was part of a channel back then, like a collab channel that one of the girls on there was telling me to watch it right from season 1. She was like, "You've got to watch this show. It's amazing." And no one over here was watching it. She's American, and everyone in America was raving about it. No one in the UK watched it. They didn't show it on the TV or anything. And it was a mistake not to watch it, I think. But having said that, I'd rather watch a series that I know nothing about after it's been out for, say, 5 or 6 years. So you've got like all those box sets to binge watch. If I watched season 1, I would literally have been on tenterhooks from season 2 onwards. Every single... Wait, did I say season 5? I meant season 4. Because there's only 5 seasons anyway. So, I think. So, I watched it from the end of season 3, season 4. One of those. I think it was season 4. It was. I remember. I watched the last episode of season 4. Had just come on TV. I borrowed the first 3 box sets. By the time I finished watching the first 3, the 4th box set came out. I watched that, and then I was ready for the brand new series, and I watched that as it was coming out. You know, like I would with The Walking Dead kind of thing. But no, if I watched that from the beginning, it would have been really frustrating. I wouldn't have been able to keep up with it because the cliffhangers that they leave you on, and it's a really slow show at sometimes. So yeah, anyway. Use the still relevant questions from the last time you made a video saying that the LGS would be back, and add another question. Have you watched that 70s show? I have. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. I haven't watched it in years, but it's pretty good. How about you ask me something and I'll reply next LGS with a question and its answer. So that's very good. It's very good. I'll come back to that in a second. There's only a couple more questions to go, I think. Yeah, there's only a couple more questions, even though it says I've got 48 questions. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen 48. Is there a deader channel than Derek Rants Gaming? I feel really bad because I don't know what his channel was like before he made that social faux pas. But it's very sad to see a channel that was thriving and growing to the point where I thought, well, this is the next big, million sub channel. He's going to be on 500,000 no time. He's going to be scraping 1 million by the end of this year or whatever year it was. And he went from riding high to nothing, like literally nothing. Like he gets less views than me on this channel. No, he doesn't quite, but he's still... it is depressing, to be fair. I mean, okay, not depressing for me necessarily, because it's not my life, but I want to go look right now, right here, right now. It's really annoying. If I type in Derek Rants and I type search like that, would that work? No. I don't want to make another tab. I'm going to. I'm not going to show you what I'm doing because it would be so much effort to have to drag it over for you. So I just opened YouTube, and the first page on my recommended is Matt HD Gamer, number 2 in the world Foot Champs packs, which is how little YouTube know me, because I hate watching people open other people's top 100 packs. Like, if you're not good enough to get top 100 yourself, don't go poach someone else's top 100 packs. It doesn't make any sense to me. The next one is Apollo Creed versus Clubber Lang, and the... Wait, what? Apollo Creed versus Clubber Lang. He didn't even fight Clubber Lang. Rocky versus Ivan Drago. I like it. It's good. The Rocky 3, the full fight, the second fight, and I've got David Mailer in there somewhere as well. Been watching a lot of boxing stuff recently, so maybe that's why. Derek Rants Gaming. Yeah, see, Derek Rants Gaming, you type that in, the second thing that comes up is racist, and that's harsh, man. I mean, yeah, he made the mistake. He's an absolute bellend for making that mistake, but people have done and said a lot worse. Wow, that's loud. People have said and done a lot worse. Oh, wow. Actually, mates. Actually. Fair play to him. he is turning this around. He really is. That is very surprising. The last time I watched one of his videos was probably waiting for FIFA 18 to come out, and he was struggling big time. But he's actually getting, like, you know, between 3 and 4K a video, which, okay, for 152,000 subscribers, that's appalling. 100% agree. But for someone who was getting very, very low views, he's actually doing really well for himself now, and I'm hoping he turns it around. Hope he gets better, because I feel like he needs to. I feel like he deserves it. I think the one of the biggest mistakes he made was doing the reveal. Taking his mask off was a huge mistake as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I know maybe he wanted to be himself, but doing that kind of just lost mystery. And now it's just like every time I see him with the mask on, I'm thinking to myself, how can he do it and not feel like a knob for doing it? Because now everyone knows he's just this guy from Ireland. I think he's Irish, who just wears this mask. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, I'm glad to see that he's getting more views than what he did. And once again, that's how you talk about other YouTubers. You don't call them out. You don't bash them. You just be nice. You be respectful, you treat others how you would like to be treated, and all that bollocks. Thank God it's back. Keep up the good work. I am thinking about buying FIFA 18 on PC. Being a PC player yourself, are there any benefits to playing on PC? Better frame rates, depending on your rig. But the frame rates are far better. The gameplay feels a lot better. The graphics are better. The prices of players on the market, actually, okay, not for every player, right? Not every player, but a lot of the special cards, informs and what have you, are much cheaper on PC than they are on console. Much cheaper. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm undecided, because obviously, if you open up a pack and you pack yourself Inform Ericsson, on console he might cost you 250, 300k. On PC is going to be 60, 70k less than that. So you're thinking to yourself, oh, on console I'd be rich now, but on PC I'm not as rich. But then by the same token, players cost less. So when it comes to silvers and bronzes, it's even worse. It's the complete opposite. They actually cost double what they cost on console, because there's not as many of them on the market. So bronze pack method, incidentally, on PC works an absolute dream, because nearly every player is extinct or there or thereabouts. So every player you pack that on console is worth like 1.5, 2k, they're worth like 3.5, 4k on PC. So yeah, that's a massive advantage right there, in my opinion. The number of items on the market is about 600,000-700,000 at peak time, which compared to console of like what 5-6 million at peak time, it's not great. But apart from the market being a little bit screwy here or there, I think it's good. Saying that though, there are some fundamental issues. Squad battles, people cheat. I haven't actually seen it this week. I'm hoping EA have booted all the cheaters, and now people know, oh shit, I can't cheat anymore because I'll get my account banned. But it looks like they've maybe done something towards it. But last week there was a 15 or 16,000 point difference between Elite 1 on PC and the console. That is, I mean, that's a lot of games. That's 8 games difference. Eight games on Legendary different. And people are playing all their games. So essentially what they're saying was last week you would have needed to have played and won every game, earning yourself more than 3,000 points to have gotten Elite 1. That is not the standard it should be. It should be like 2,200, 2,300 at most on console. So the difference is tremendous when it comes to people cheating in squad battles. Foot champs, there's no cheating at all. EA are really good with clamping down on that. I haven't come up against one person cheating at all, which is good. And the draft is, it depends how you look at this. To me, this is amazing, but there are a lot of people cheating in the draft, right? So I could go into a draft game, and I could go into a draft now, and I could actually win the draft without playing a single second of football. Reason being, and how that works is, I build my draft and go into a game. Now, it's complete luck that this happens, but there are a lot of them on the game, so chances are you are going to come up against one of these guys. they will have not put any effort into building their draft at all. They would have auto-completed it. They go into the game, they kick off, they score an own goal, and they leave. They have got a bot that gives them the win. You get the win because the game thinks you've scored a goal and the opponent has left. And then you go through to the next round. Luke did this the other day and won 2 drafts in a row without playing a single game, and then got to the final in a third and had to play the final, which he coincidentally won anyway. So he won 3 drafts and only played 1 game. That to me is brilliant, but it depends if you actually want to grind out and you don't want to be given easy wins. I would imagine most of you are not like that, but if you are like that, yeah, it can be a pain in the ass. But apart from that, things you would add to GTA 6, that boxing thing for sure. To be honest though, there's a long time to wait before we get a GTA 6. I would imagine we're going to have to wait for another 3-4 years at least to get a GTA 6 because of Red Dead now. I think they'll focus on Red Dead. Red Dead will probably have an online like they do in GTA. Okay, it's not going to be anywhere near as good because there's no vehicles to a certain extent. You're going to get horses primarily, and I don't think people are going to take to it like they do to GTA. But I don't think we're going to get a new GTA game until 2020, probably. 2020, spring 2020 is probably going to be the next GTA game. Maybe, possibly. No, it's not going to be 2019. It won't. It'll be 2020 minimum. Either 2020 or 2021, which is amazing to think about. Like, you're not going to get GTA 6 till the year 2020? That's crazy. That sounds like it's so far away, doesn't it? But it's not. It's like just over 2 years away. Mad. That's all the questions. I could easily have gone through some of the ones that I avoided because I've answered them before. But I've already made this long, far too long than what I wanted to. It's like an hour and 5 minutes long right now, and I didn't want it to be that long because I now have to render an hour and 5 minute video. So not really looking forward to that. I don't know when this is going to be up either. I kind of maybe should have done it the other day and uploaded it for today, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll upload it for later on. Anyway, if you have a question you'd like to ask, get it into the comment section. If you've got one of the questions that I sort of skipped over because I've answered it before, get it in there. And I might answer it in the next episode because obviously we had a lot of questions this week, and I spoke rubbish for about half an hour. So yeah, get it in if you want it answered. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Keep the support up. Keep the likes coming. Keep the comments coming. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.